In a small farming village lived an old man everyone called lazy. He never worked. Every day he sat under the shade of a large tree on an old wooden chair, staring into the distance, talking about plans he never started. "One day I will open a shop," he said. "One day I will buy land and cows. One day I will make money without getting tired." But that day never came. People stopped laughing at him. They only looked at him with pity. His wife often sighed and said, "Life does not survive on dreams. Life survives on work." He would shrug and reply, "Someday I'll find a way." Years passed. Life became harder. One night, his grandson, barefoot and thin, asked softly, "Grandpa, is there bread?" The grandmother opened the cupboard. It was empty. The old man looked at the floor. His throat tightened. Dreams could not be eaten. Ideas could not fill an empty stomach. That night, he couldn't sleep. The next morning, with shame in his heart, he went to work in the fields as a daily laborer. The work was cruel. The sun burned his skin. His back bent lower each day. His hands became sore and cracked. In the middle of the field, he whispered, "This feels like a chain." Every night, he returned home tired and silent. Dinner was always the same, beans and 2 tortillas, never more. One evening, the boy hugged him and asked, "What did they give you today, Grandpa?" He looked at his small wage and said, "It's little, but it's something." But the money never stayed. Illness took it. Food took it. Life took it. A few coins remained, then disappeared again. Week after week, the pay came and went. The roof still leaked. Hunger stayed. One afternoon, at the village store, he overheard men talking. "The secret is saving," they said. "If you save money, you are safe." Those words stayed in his mind. That night, he found a large glass jar and hid it under the bed. Each week, after buying only the bare minimum, he dropped a few coins inside. The sound made him smile. It felt like hope. One day, the grandson found the jar. "What is this, Grandpa?" "Our tomorrow," the old man said proudly. But saving was painful. He didn't buy new shoes, even when the old ones broke. Food became less. Plates were never full. One day, the grandmother could no longer stay silent. "What is the use of saving if we stay hungry?" He replied quietly, "Someday you'll understand." Months passed. The jar filled. To him, it looked like safety. One morning, he took the jar to the market. "I want 3 sacks of corn," he said. The seller counted the money and shook his head. "Prices have gone up. This buys only 1 sack and a half." The old man froze. "Money loses value," the seller said simply. That night, the old man poured the coins onto the table and counted them again and again. They never grew. The boy asked softly, "So what is the use of saving, Grandpa?" The old man had no answer. Days grew darker. His strength faded. Sometimes he felt there was no way forward. One morning, sitting on the porch, he watched neighbors pass by. One carried eggs. Another carried bottles of milk. They walked calmly, without fear. Suddenly, he remembered something the boy once said. "What if we buy chickens?" This time, he listened. He took the last of the money and bought a few thin chickens. When he released them into the yard, the boy laughed and ran after them. "Now we have an egg factory," the boy shouted. At first, they found 1 or 2 eggs a day. They ate some, they sold some. With that money, they bought another chicken. The old man wrote everything in a small notebook. Every egg mattered. Soon, the yard was full of noise. Neighbors came to buy eggs. For the first time, work felt meaningful. One afternoon, the old man held an egg and said, "This is worth more than a jar of money. It feeds us. It grows. It does not lose value." The boy hugged him. "So you're not lazy anymore, Grandpa?" The old man smiled with wet eyes. No, my child, I finally learned.